You're about to witness one of the fastest sports in the world, with a ball traveling at speeds close to 200 miles per hour.
Sacrifice. Fearless. Passion.
You have to be a little crazy.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here, the 2019 Los Compadres Auto Sales IRT Racquetball Championships for the IRT. I am Fabio Soto, and with me today here on the booth for the second time of the day, a special guest, someone that I've always enjoyed listening to, Mr. Brian Pineda.
Thank you, Fabio. It's nice to be doing a match with you. This is exciting stuff we have here. Doubles, one of the best double teams I've ever seen in the current era of racquetball, taking on an interesting team of Costa Rica's finest here in Felipe Camacho, and of course Mexican's up-and-coming junior world champion, Mr. Sebastian Fernandez.
Looking excited and forward to this match. You know, a lot of people love to watch Beltran and De La Rosa play doubles. They're very exciting. They've given us some of the best pro doubles matches ever.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, I've watched this team. I think one of my favorite times to watch them, which is pretty much every time, but really special at the U.S. Open. I believe it was last year. Dina was commenting that they had won, and they've been in the final probably a couple times as well, but just absolute magic off their sticks every time.
So 0 serving 1 in the head pin scoreboard. So obviously no surprise here to see De La Rosa and Beltran play, but surprised to see Camacho and Fernandez play. This is the first time they've played together doubles. You know, what are you expecting from these two teams right now, Brian? What's your outlook on this?
If I was being brutally honest, which I am every single time, this should be a breeze for De La Rosa and Beltran. That's nothing to take away from Felipe or from Sebastian. It's a new team taking on a team that is so well seasoned and already come with a plethora of plums that just arrive on the racket. That being said, though, the one fallback they have as a characteristic of the team, because they do this in singles as well, they have a way of getting too comfortable in a match and allowing teams that maybe shouldn't play with them a chance to find their groove, and the next thing you know, they could fall into a tiebreaker. So should that happen, then it's kind of anyone's game. But if Beltran and De La Rosa come out too hot, this should be a 2-straight win.
So 1 serving 1 in the head pin scoreboard. Short serve right there. So Felipe Camacho just said, I think Costa Rica's finest export to date.
He's one of them. I mean, we've got a few of them. I believe we've got Andres Acuna that's from there. We also have Teo Fumero, who, to me, that's probably the stronger of the doubles player, but we see more of Felipe on the tour.
2 serving 1 now in the head pin scoreboard, Felipe Camacho. I think Felipe Camacho has to somehow take the leadership role in the team of him and Fernandez. What do you think?
Absolutely. And one thing they cannot afford to not have is communication. As a new team, you need to get on the same page real quick if you've never played with one another. Because, like I said, this is a well-seasoned team, and De La Rosa and Beltran, who virtually play identical.
So one thing that people should know, if they do not already, Sebastian Fernandez and Alvaro Beltran train together in Tijuana. They play at Club Britannia. So they know game styles. They know their hits. But obviously, doubles is a whole different story. Wow.
That is a rifle of a forehand to the reverse pinch corner there for Fernandez. Doesn't hit a traditional reverse pinch, opts to go with the front wall, sidewall crack out. Great shot.
Down the line, Beltran just easily puts it away.
And that shot is difficult. He's one of the very rare shooters that can shoot flat-footed, and that's something that to be noted. Everyone tries that, somehow catches a sidewall. He can put that ball down the line with such ease, and it's really a difficult shot. We're going to get a replay there as Felipe, who should have taken the forehand there, put his hand up and asked for a replay. And our head referee for this match, none other than the stylish gearbox player himself.
Felipe Camacho.
Sorry about that. Wanted to wait for the rally to be over.
Second opportunity there for Camacho and Fernandez.
Pardon me, now playing for head. Pardon me. That's going to be Gerardo Franco.
Alvaro giving a setup there for Camacho. Oh, Sebastian Fernandez skipping an easy shot right there.
That's one of the things that you're going to notice from the younger players. You want to hit those corners so much because it has such show. It has such a payoff to the fans that are watching. It feels good when you get those cheers, but when you're playing professional ball, you splat for show and you pass for dough. You want to make some dough. You want to get to the round where it pays. Start passing, finding those angles.
So Sebastian Fernandez hitting the wall, expecting his racket. Everything seems to be okay. No need for an equipment timeout there. Set up. No. Going to go for the seating ball. De La Rosa.
Fabio, who do you think is, in your opinion, having watched racquetball for a while as well, who do you like better as a team? Alvaro Beltran and Javier Moreno, or Alvaro Beltran and Daniel De La Rosa?
Oh, wow. Listen, wow. Whatever I answer, people in Mexico are going to kill me. Whatever I answer, I'm going to get in trouble.
Oh, my
wow.
beauty.
But listen, I've said it sometimes in the broadcast before. Javier Moreno, my hat's off to him. The best doubles player that I've seen in such a long time. Such a decorated player.
He is.
He's done it all with Alvaro. World Championships, Pan American, Central American Games, National Championships. Hats off to him, and hello to Javier Moreno if he's watching us in the box.
Ciao. Javier, probably the best luchador racquetball player we've ever seen.
The best luchador, yes. And one of the most colorful and entertaining players ever. He plays for the crowd, and he does it with such style.
He does. You're absolutely right, and it's actually probably easily one of my top 3 favorite times I've ever done a broadcast. We did a bilingual broadcast, and it was Javier and myself, and I mean, it was so hard to do because I found myself laughing the entire time. He is such a comedian.
So Beltran and De La Rosa are up 6-3 now on the headpin scoreboard. De La Rosa with a setup right there, shoots, but bottom board right there. Now De La Rosa with the serve.
De La Rosa playing for Pro Kenix Racquetball, using the most sold glove of all time in the Pier 1. He didn't. We didn't get an answer.
Like I said, if I answer your question, I am going to get in trouble. Probably going to get exiled from the next event in Mexico, so I don't want to do that. But I love Javi. I love Daniel. And Alvaro Beltran, of course. Now, I will say this, though. I will commit to this. Alvaro Beltran, the best doubles player ever. Because he's done it all both with Daniel De La Rosa and Javier Moreno, so that says something.
Right.
Best doubles.
There's no doubt. He's won indoor. He's won outdoor. He's pretty much won every doubles title you can win.
More than once.
More than once.
So again, best doubles player ever.
I think that could be a fair assessment. The only other person to do that, not in Mexico, would be Rocky Carson.
Rocky Carson, the most decorated racquetball player from the United States.
There's no doubt about that.
Fernandez diving, getting. Camacho keep it in play.
Oh my gosh, the vision for that shot. He boxed out Sebastian with his own shot, and Sebastian was in front of him. How do you do that?
Well, you're Alvaro Beltran. Wow, 3-ball right there. Good shot right there, Alvaro. Camacho. De La Rosa keep it in play. Patata.
Ooh.
Oh, tough shot.
That's a great angle from Fernandez. That's a tough choice for Beltran to make there. Yes, he could have let it go to Daniel De La Rosa, but he tried to get the team back into a nice situation again. Played a little bit of a gamble, but ultimately a great angle from Fernandez.
So 4 serving 7 in the headpan scoreboard. Wow, De La Rosa, side wall, front wall. Good shot right there, called by the referee. We saw it.
It's tough. He walked the dog on that one. Typically, it's going to go down to the splat. Instead, it stays down the line flat.
So 7 serving 4 in the headpan scoreboard.
And although they're not winning, they've actually managed this game pretty well for a first-time team.
They have.
They're not too far away. It's still early. I expected like a 7-0 lead here, something like that, and to keep it entertaining value for the fans, but also just their own right of being on the court. They're really showing that they can play with one of the top teams on tour today.
Wow, good get there by Felipe Camacho. Oh, point. De La Rosa Beltran.
That's how much respect these guys have for one another. Ref didn't see it, but Felipe calls it on himself. Great sportsmanship.
Fernandez. De La Rosa with such grace.
It is. Great point, Fabio, because you see Fernandez rifle one, and then De La Rosa just uses all the power that Fernandez put in that and just had to stroke it for a winner.
Just like judo, using your opponent's momentum and strength against him.
That's right.
Now De La Rosa to the serve. I want to give a shout out here. You know, not every day, Brian, do we have one of the pro players here and having their family together. You know, Rocky Carson had his wife and kids earlier today, but we also have Sebastian Fernandez's parents are here.
Oh, that's great. I know I've seen his dad at a lot of events that he's been at as a junior kid. That's always great. It's such a great feeling. I know as a player, when my parents would come watch, you know.
That's awesome.
Right? It's and I'm sure you've had the same thing as well, brother, sister, any kind of family that comes out and watch makes you want to play a little extra something.
So,
Wow.
So De La Rosa right there.
Just go ahead, De La Rosa. Redefine what a rollout looks like. Good Lord.
So De La Rosa giving a clinic on rollout. Beltran from the back. Sebastian. And Sebastian.
Nice
wow.
splat. Great form on that one. I love he gets his elbow and his shoulder up high. Lets his momentum do the work for him.
Felipe.
Not a good shot. But yet that time it pays dividends. That should be a setup for Beltran. Especially center court. That's a big miss from Beltran.
So 5 serving 11 in the headpan scoreboard.
5-11. Checks out absolutely. Nice offensive run there from Daniel and Beltran.
Whoa.
That's so tough. The vision from De La Rosa.
He's waiting for it.
He did. He sniffed it out.
That's a veteran move right there. It's, Brian, you know what we talk about in the broadcast? It's not just about power control, even reflexes, but court positioning right there. And
Yeah.
Daniel was at the right place at the right time, and he made the right call.
Right.
Wow. And so did
Jeez.
Beltran.
And this is where it just gets frustrating to the team. You're wondering what more can you do, but really in these last 2 shots that De La Rosa has been a part of and Beltran just right there, there's nothing that you can do. What you're hoping is your opponent can start doing less. Opportunity Beltran. Gets another setup. Gonna be a setup here now for Felipe.
See, Alvaro and Daniel not afraid to change sides. Now Alvaro is on the left. Camacho. Oh, the ball hit Camacho.
That's frustrating.
It is.
Because that's a great dig. That is a pro-level dig Felipe got there.
But listen, it's not
And then
only
gets
that.
tagged.
It's not only that, Brian. He took a lot of time to get up and get ready. He took time. And in racquetball, even a fraction of a second can be too late.
It's everything.
Timing is everything.
That's an encroachment call right there, no doubt. I think we're going to get a penalty call. That's a good call. Wow, the ref got that right away. That's Gerardo Franco with the correct call there.
13, serving 5. De La Rosa Beltran 2 points away.
You know, Danny's got to have one of the most pure, flat-hitting backhands I've ever seen. Really does.
Natural talent, I think, right there, too.
It is. He's been doing it since I think I first saw him when he was 2.
Wow. Beltran down the line.
That's frustrating right there if you're Fernandez. I mean, to be brutally honest, Felipe didn't put him in a great position there. Really miscues. And then he tried getting that ball, comes up short. It's frustrating. That can make a team implode.
And we have game point number 1 here for Beltran and De La Rosa. De La Rosa serving. Oh, Beltran cuts it off. And Felipe Camacho puts it away to keep this team alive.
Good for him. Much needed, but a lot of work to be done. It's an uphill battle from here.
Uphill, Mount Everest, without any harnesses or any equipment.
No oxygen. You're out. You're just going to pass.
No food out.
You're going to pass. You're going to say, I'm going to wait for game 2. I'm going to wait for the next mountain climb. We're not doing this one.
Oh, Fernandez. Clip that.
You know, here's a fun fact for everyone at home. 10,000 balls fit on that front ball on the front wall at once, and you can't get one.
10,000.
10,000 fit on that front wall
And
at
that
once.
ball hit Alvaro Beltran now. So 6 serving 14. So 10,000 balls, Brian. Is that like a Guinness World Record thing?
No, that's just a fun fact. If you could put 10,000 balls on that front wall, and they'll all fit on there at once. Why do you ever struggle to get one? Just a little food for thought. It's probably useless to most people, but when I actually calculated that, and I proved to myself that 10,000 balls do fit on that wall at once, I try not to miss anymore.
Just like Felipe Camacho just did right now.
Right? Big sin. That's a gift.
So game point number 2 for Beltran and De La Rosa.
Good heat. Gets a setup for Felipe. Felipe's not super patient.
So we got to get a replay right there. There was some contact between De La Rosa, Beltran and Fernandez. Right side. Sebastian.
That's great heat.
Wow, good pass right there.
It almost feels like sometimes you can't really ever pass Beltran. I mean,
No.
that's how perfect that has to be.
No.
That guy somehow gets to everything.
Especially if it's food. Oh, Sebastian Fernandez skipping that ball and giving Beltran and De La Rosa the game point that they needed to win game number 1. So De La Rosa and Beltran take game 1. 15-7 here in the headpen scoreboard, and we will take a short break for this timeout between games here on IRT Live.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and as you know, my passion is to help each and every one of you get the best sleep of your life. That's why I created my new Giza Dreams bed sheets. I started by using the world's best cotton called Giza. It's only grown in a region between the Sahara Desert, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Nile River. It's ultra soft and breathable, but extremely durable. My Giza sheets also include full 21-inch wide pillowcases that will fit over any pillow and deep pocket sheets that will fit over any mattress. The first night you sleep on my sheets, you'll never want to sleep on anything else.
Go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen right now to get your very own MyPillow Giza Dream Sheets. Giza Dream Sheets are available in a variety of colors. Use the promo code and Mike will give you 30% off and free shipping. That's right, 30% off and free shipping.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit mypillow.com.
And we are back live from Fullerton, California, 2019 Los Compadres Auto Sales Racquetball Championships. I am Fabio Soto with IRT, and sitting us today as a special guest for the second time is Mr. Brian Pineda, the best outdoor referee I've seen ever.
That's a real accolade, folks, believe it or not.
Yes.
It's a sought-after accolade if I want to throw that out there,
I've
too.
seen him being solicited for the best outdoor matches at War Championships, Las Vegas. I've seen it myself. I've been there. Now, Brian, welcome again. So,
Thank you.
What do you think has to change for Felipe Camacho and Sebastián Fernandez to take this to a tiebreaker?
In all honesty, that's not going to happen today. I mean, that's just the fact. I don't want to be rude. It's not going to happen today. However, there are some takeaways from this because it's not a bad mix-up. Some things would have to change. I mean, I think what would help is if they lived in the same country maybe and trained together, because that's exactly what Daniel and Alvaro get to do. But there are takeaways. You've got someone with firepower. You've got someone they're both willing to get to the ball. They're both quick as hell. And they both have heart. And I think that's a big thing. Sebastián Fernandez, look at that.
Oh, what a kill shot there by Felipe Camacho.
Point being right there. They have that hustle. They have the heart. You know, you have such a cool demeanor from Sebastián Fernandez, which is far beyond his age. Usually you don't learn that until a little bit later, just to play it cool all the time.
Plus the edge that Sebastián Fernandez has from training with Alvaro Beltran. He has that little edge that he knows Alvaro's game.
That is definitely a granule nugget you can take from it. But that's what they're up against today. It's just been an uphill climb since 0-0.
So we're going to have an equipment timeout there. Alvaro Beltran showing Gerardo Franco the racket. He broke the strings.
And to get back to your question, last thing I'll say on that, I hope I eat my words. I hope it does go tiebreak because
we would love that.
Honestly, I would. These are some of the funnest guys to watch. All four of them willing to get level for a ball. All of them can roll the ball.
So Daniel De La Rosa, while he's warming up a bit, is hitting the camera. That's how good he is. It's like a soccer playing hitting the post whenever he wants. Am I right, Ryan?
Amen, dude. That guy's just a sniper on the roof at the White House. That's a real thing, by the way. Great analogy, Brent. Thanks.
Felipe Camacho to the serve right there. De La Rosa.
Screen serve not called.
Not called by the referee.
And, Daniel, you can't be looking after you hit that ball. You got no one to blame but yourself.
Felipe Camacho, Beltran. Down. Referee's calling two bounces.
I love the intense face Felipe Camacho has. That's a warrior right there. I honestly have always thought this about Felipe. He is a warrior that has come back in time to be a racquetball player. Love his demeanor on the court. He's not there to make friends.
Oh, no, definitely not.
He's there to get through a draw.
So 2-1 in the headpen scoreboard. Fernandez. Alvaro seems like he's just having fun there. Now not.
Oh, no.
What was that, Brian?
That is stupid is what that is right there. That should not be allowed.
We're going to tuck it to the IRT.
It is. It's muscle density is what Alvaro's showing off there. It may not look like a washboard, but it's strong.
Listen, He's there. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Felipe Camacho. Oh!
God, almost makes magic off a ceiling ball. Great dig.
Fernandez anticipating.
Stop
Behind the back.
This is great stuff.
Best rally so far. Oh, and De La Rosa.
Should be unavoidable.
What does Gerardo Franco going to call?
Attaboy.
There you go. Penalty hinder right there. Good call there, referee.
I didn't want to see just another replay there.
Exactly.
I needed that rally to finish with something. So good. You know, this is one of the hardest things, no matter who's on the court. When Beltran is swinging freely, he's got to be one of the best shooters we've ever seen.
Oh,
play the sport.
definitely. I've always said it in the broadcast, Brian, listen, I don't like to watch Beltran play because he makes me look so ridiculous on the court. Just makes it look so effortless and easy.
He does. And you go try it yourself.
And no, you can't. And
it turns people. It's like when I try it, go home and try it, people are actually retiring their rackets. They don't want to play anymore. It looked that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Oh, Camacho with a double fault right there.
That's uncalled for in doubles. That's a selfish thing.
Now
Felipe
Beltran
knows better for sure.
Beltran with a Beltran serve.
You know, and Felipe in his own right is such a great doubles player. I believe him and partner Teo Fumero either took silver or bronze one year at the Pan American Games. So
I believe it was bronze.
Bronze, yeah.
I mean,
so. That's impressive to me because there are so many good, so many good teams that play that event.
Beltran clipped Sebastian Fernandez. He clipped him. So referee calls a point. De La Rosa.
And that's actually on Sebastian right there. He needs to play a little more forward. It's uncomfortable to play that close.
Yeah.
Because of how much firepower that team has. But you have to because you have to respect the hands and the reaction time from Beltran De La Rosa.
Felipe cutting that off. Not surprised there, Beltran. Skip shot.
And Felipe was in the right position that time. Uncharacteristic miss there from Beltran off the gearbox racket.
Set up there for Camacho. No, he's going to take the shot for the left.
Jeez.
Wow. Beltran.
The footwork is exquisite there. Those are crossover steps. That's advanced footwork right there.
Listen, I was talking a while ago with, I don't remember, racquetball great and Hall of Famer from Mexico, Rosie Torres.
I love Rosie. Of course you know Rosie. She's
so Rosie
amazing.
Torres told me a little while back ago, talking about doubles and Alvaro Beltran, she says, I have never seen anybody cover the court like Alvaro Beltran, ever. Court coverage. She didn't say he's the best ever. She said the court coverage that he has is just unmatched.
And I think, and to Rosie's point, and Rosie is arguably the best, if not one of the top female players to ever come out of Mexico.
Oh, definitely.
In my opinion.
And she's, just so you know, she's the only one in the Racquetball Hall of Fame in Mexico right now.
That's too bad because there's a lot of great names that could be there. So maybe that's something to look at. The Hall of Fame can look at there because there's a lot of great names. But respectfully, if anyone, only one woman should be in the Hall of Fame, it should start with Rosie because she's fantastic.
Definitely. So shout out to her in Rosarito Beach. She is currently the head of the Boys and Girls Club in Rosarito Beach. Fernandez.
Oh, no.
What was that, Brian?
Get real. That is not human right there.
Timeout there by Felipe Camacho and Sebastian Fernandez. And we will take a timeout as well here. And we will be back shortly on IRT Live.
I think one of the biggest things about Gearbox is just the quality and the reliability of their product. I know that no matter what I do, whatever product I choose, whatever racket I choose, I'm going to like it no matter what. It's something that's very comforting as a player to have a very consistent product in your and every single practice session, match, after match. It's just really nice to have. My name is Bobby Horn. Don't make a mistake. Get yourself an M40 right now.
And we are back live here, ladies and gentlemen. For those who are just joining us, we're at Fullerton, California, 2019 Los Compadres Auto Sales IRT Racquetball Championships for IRT. I am Fabio Soto, joined here in the booth today by none other than Brian Pineda. So, Brian, timeout there by Camacho and Fernandez. What do you think?
Well, it's a good sign right there. This is, like I said, there's going to be takeaways from this. I would hate for this team to be a one-off, just a one and done. I would like to see them grow together. It's nice to see a switch here. They're doing things because they care, because they're not ready to throw in the towel, and that says a lot about their character.
Alvaro and Daniel switching sides now. Alvaro, rarely see him in the back. Daniel cutting it off. Alvaro. There's a little confusion right there.
Alvaro coaching on court. Mid-rally. Spike! Oh! That's so good. Stop it right now. If he's not rolling a ball, he's rolling on the floor. That's just so good right there.
There you go.
That's the kind of character Beltran keeps. That's been probably part of his secret recipe, or at least maybe a well-known part of his recipe, is just how cool and calm he can be. He's so in the moment.
So 8 serving 2 in the headpin scoreboard. High lob and Nick there. Beltran to Fernandez, who just switched sides with Felipe Camacho as well. Now Fernandez on the left, Camacho on the right.
Dig just comes up short there. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Wow. Right there. So point. Number 9 for De La Rosa and Beltran. 6 points away from putting this one in the books. Defense there by De La Rosa. Skip shot right there by Fernandez, giving point number 10 to Beltran and De La Rosa, who are now in double digits.
So smooth. And look at that. That's the difference right there between maturity. And Sebastian will get this. It's not that he's not capable of this. He is so in love with the fact of being young. He's really put his body in ideal performance state. But that's the difference right there in maturity and years of play. De La Rosa knows he can swing that hard as well, but he opts not to, and he goes for the winner instead. And that's something that is a takeaway for Fernandez in this match.
Beltran down the line with point number 13, and that quickly. Since that timeout, we've had a 5-point run here.
Yep, and this is expected right here. This is just vintage Danny and Alvaro going to work, clocking in, clocking out.
Oh, Fernandez.
And Danny's in the right spot.
He was in the right spot, but there was too much heat there.
Yeah, Fernandez just hit too good of a shot.
So 2 serving 13 now in the headpin scoreboard. Brian, if something's going to happen right now, Sebastian and Camacho need to put their foot on the gas.
They do. It's all or nothing at this point, and they have to get a little help from the other team to kind of cool down.
Oh, Fernandez going bottom board.
And like you said, it's just got to be all or nothing now. I mean, they don't really have a choice. They're not given too many setups.
Trading blows right here. Fernandez.
So good.
Too high there.
It's so calm, cool, and collected from Beltran every time. Hardly ever do you catch him over swinging.
Short serve right there. Wow, what a wallpaper serve right there, the Beltran. Oh, Alvaro rarely missing this shot. We rarely see him miss this shot, Brian.
This whole match, you're absolutely right, Fabio. He's played near perfect.
Wow.
Beauty. That ball, might want to check ball there.
I love how Sebastian puts his whole body into that swing.
As he should. He's worked hard for that body. The results show. Last time I saw him, he had a young man's body. Right now, he looks like he's the Hulk Jr., just waiting for him to turn green.
There you go. Oh, great serve right there. Fernandez with an ace.
Fabio, I just definitely want to say this before this match gets too far away from us here, but I just want to say thank you guys for letting me be on. And you guys do a great job. I really appreciate everything you guys do. We have so many people, no matter it's YouTube, Facebook, whatever it is, very thankful for the production that you and your team do here, and Pablo and Dean. So thank you guys.
No, thank you for being here on the mic. We always enjoy it. It was one of the things we've said, Brian does a great job on the mic, and, Brian, we're here all weekend, and I hope you join us tomorrow. We're going to have great matches tomorrow. We're going to have, in singles, we're going to have quarterfinals tomorrow, and also semifinals. And in doubles, we're going to have semifinals. So we hope to see you here.
And we absolutely, you will no doubt see me here for singles and doubles, but we have a barn burner match. Everything at this point is barn burner, right? It's just all such good matchups. We have such a great conglomerate of players that are playing. But this doubles match specifically I'm looking at right now, tomorrow Saturday at 2 p.m., we have Moscoso and Carlos Keller taking on Jose Diaz and Bredenbeck. So national gold medal team taking on Bolivia's finest. It's going to be
That's going to be insane right there.
Yeah.
So tomorrow at 9 a.m. we have Sebastián Franco taking on Alejandro Landa. At 10 a.m. we have Alvaro Beltran versus Samuel Murray. At 11 a.m., we have Rocky Carson versus Daniel de la Rosa.
Oh, boy.
And at 12, we have Conrado Moscoso versus Andre Parrilla.
That is a tough quarterfinal right there with Carson and
for
DLR.
me,
They're all
some
tough,
of these,
but that's super tough.
Listen, some of these matches for me, quarterfinals, they're a flip of a coin, some of them.
Yeah.
They're a flip of a coin.
There's not one on there where I can tell you a clear winner that, for sure every time, 10 times out of 10, they're going to win. These are flip of coins. These are really tough quarterfinals, which is nice to see. That shows the growth. One thing I'll say that should have been mentioned if it hasn't. I don't know if I've heard it, but the goal was back when we had 2 tours going on to get these guys to come together, and the group of investors that you have right now, you guys here on the live stream, you've done that. That's a huge kudos to you guys. We are now witnessing one of the top tier eras of racquetball we've seen ever.
I agree.
That's something to be said. You have the era with Cliff, Marty, Jason, John, and Sudsy. You have Dr. Bud, Surratt, Halatier. The gentleman out of Las Vegas is escaping me around, Brett Harnett, and Dr. Bud. And now we're seeing this generation come through. Is so impressive. And just a quick side note. And then you have someone like Rocky Carson and Beltran who've actually played in a myriad of those.
Yep, that's true.
It's just sick, and that's what really gives the quality of play, making this one of probably the best era we've ever seen, because you have players that have played in multiple, and now this being the 2.0, the next generation of players.
So we have 13 serving 6 in the headpan scoreboard. Camacho and Fernandez trying to pull off a miracle here. Oh, Beltran.
And Fabio, I kind of left this point out too, which should have been one of the top ones. They're playing in the era of Kane.
Oh, yes.
The best player to have ever played on the Pro Tour.
Quite true. Who, by the way, isn't here. I mean, we wish Kane well. I mean, we know he's injured. We wish him well and expect to see him at the next pro stop, which will be in Portland, Oregon, from December 5th to the 8th.
It's always a tough thing when you lose your number one guy. I mean, a guy who's going to be on the Mount Olympus of racquetball when everything's said and done. And I know it's a bummer. But at the same time, I don't doubt that Kane didn't try to do everything he could. The guy prepares really well. So I don't doubt that he didn't do everything he could to try to play. So for that call for him, it's tough. He wants to play. So it's a loss for everybody. But at the same time, like you said, all we can do is that we wish him well, and he's in the next draw because it is exciting when he's playing.
Broken ball? De La Rosa trying to get that broken ball in play.
Heat. And that's too good. That's a perfect pass from Daniel. It's one thing in singles you see a perfect pass, but to do it in doubles,
oh yeah,
just shows how good that pass is.
So 7-13 and the headpan scoreboard with now Felipe Camacho up to the serve. And I got to say, Felipe Camacho and Sebastian Fernandez are playing better than game one, definitely. You know, you can see it a little bit more competitive right now. They've improved. I don't know if maybe switching sides is what helped them out.
I'd say so. I think that's a great point, Fabio. I think that's exactly what's kind of given them a little more something to play for. You know, they're all in. Their chips have been pushed in. They want to try everything they can so when this is over, and they are going to lose just for the score. They're not going to lose any other aspect of this match.
Oh, Fernandez.
They'll know they've tried everything.
They've thrown everything they've had against Beltran de la Rosa except the kitchen sink.
That's it. That's because Victor's using it. Otherwise, they would have thrown that too.
Yeah, exactly. So what was that? Point? So 14 serving 7. So they're doing the first match point right here, Beltran and De La Rosa, 1 point away from advancing to the semifinals tomorrow. Wow.
Great angle from Felipe.
Match point number 2, De La Rosa. Fernandez.
Yikes.
Skipped shot right there. That is the match. So Beltran and De La Rosa defeat Fernandez and Camacho 15-7, 15-7, and advance for tomorrow's semifinal. Listen, Brian, I don't want to take anything away from Camacho and Fernandez, but obviously they're playing a far better Beltran and De La Rosa team. What are your thoughts, Brian?
I mean, I think there's, like I said earlier, there's going to be some takeaways that come from this match, you know. Sebastian primarily trains for singles. In his own right, he's going to be a good doubles player. I think when this team has more time to gel, you're going to get a better scope and a better beat on what is possible for them. I hope it's not a one-off. I hope this is not something like, oh, we tried and we're going to move on. I think it's actually a team that can work well, especially after that switch. I think Felipe playing that right side is the correct way, and Sebastian being on the left is the right way for them to go. I hope they build on that.
Of course. Well, Brian, once again, I want to thank you for being here in the booth with us today. We expect you to be here tomorrow, and we expect everyone else to come and join us tomorrow here at Fullerton at the Meridian Fitness Club in the Fullerton, California at the 2019 Los Compadres Racquetball Championships. And Brian Pineda, want to sign off here from IRT. I am Fabio Soto. Brian, thank you very much.
Thank
you.
And
we expect to see you tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. Pacific time, Brian.
PST.
All right. And for IRT Live, I am Fabio Soto, and we'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. with Landa versus Sebastian Franco. And after that, Alvaro Beltran versus Samuel Murray. And after, Rocky Carson versus Daniel De La Rosa. And finally, the next quarterfinal of the day, Conrado Moscoso versus Andre Parrilla. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow here on IRT Live.